this is a lesson that I did for our Easter events and have used in the past, probably used too much, but it's so fun, they like it anyway, so I keep recycling it. So this object lesson, and I can't take credit for it, I found it on YouTube. YouTube has so many good resources as well. But this object lesson is used to basically describe the resurrection story. And is kind of a way to help a child remember the resurrection story as well. So first, so I have a tea bag here. So like Christ on the cross, he had a label. So this tea bag has a label so that we know what kind of tea it is, so that if you're allergic to apples, you're not having apple tea. This is licorice tea in particular. So Christ also had a label above the cross naming him King of the Jews. And I think it was written in two or three different languages. Three? Thank you. Two? Three, okay. It was three, okay.
Latin, Greek, and Aramaic.
Yeah, thank you. So it was written in multiple languages, Latin, Greek, and Aramaic, so that people knew why he was crucified on the cross. So just like the tea bag has a label, Christ was also labeled. There's a string on this tea bag. And the string can remind us of the whip and the flogging that Christ endured before he had to carry his cross up to Golgotha. So he was beaten before he was crucified to suffer. He suffered for our sins there. Then this tea bag in particular also has a staple. So this staple can help us remember that Christ was nailed to the cross, not just in one place, but through both hands and through both his feet as well. So there were 3 nails. So the staple, if I can get it out, can help us remember the nails that held Christ on the cross. Okay, I'm going to close this one now. So then I've taken out the tea from the bag. I have the tea right here. How does this water look? Is it messy? It's pretty clear, apart from the foggy part of the bottle. But yeah, the water is clear. So the clear water represents Christ's perfection. He came to live a perfect life on our behalf. He was sinless and blameless. These tea leaves represent us and our sin. So Christ, in his perfection on the cross, took our dirty sin and held it on for us. He took it on our behalf. So the water is now all gunky and gross and probably not great to drink. But yeah, so Christ took on our sin. So that's what this shows, that the tea leaves are now part of that. So after Christ was hung, he was taken down and wrapped in linen cloths. So this tea bag that I've unfolded and is empty can help us remember the linens that he was wrapped in and that were found in the tomb with the angels when the women came the day after. So when Christ died, he also went somewhere. He descended into hell and defeated death and the devil. So I'm going to light this on fire to represent his descent into hell and his conquering of death and the devil. And then we're going to see what special thing happened on Easter Sunday. What this resulted in. Oh, I hope this works. There we go. So he descended into hell, according to the Apostles' Creed. He conquered death and the devil. And then he rose. He rose from the dead. So yeah, this is one of the cuter scientific object lessons that I like to use with the kids. It'll come down eventually. But just to have a visual representation. So now anytime maybe you're enjoying tea at home, you can think, oh, this reminds me of the resurrection story and how Jesus rose from the dead. Yeah. So that's all.
It's also nice knowing licorice tea is a sin.
It's a sin. Yeah, that was a good find. Yes, I'm not sure. No offense if you like licorice tea, but I don't, so I use this one.